Okay, so we have finished our cutting on air process. You'll see that it finished and it returned to 1 inch above the Z0. Otherwise it's at XY0 for home. Everything's green, it cut out. You'll notice that this project took 16 minutes and 40 seconds to complete, with a majority of that process happening at 200%. So if you're running it at 100%, this project for those circle cutouts would take about 32 minutes. So that's a significant amount of time. We will have a couple other things that we'll have to do along the way. Part of the holes that were drilled into this are going to be meant as mounting holes for these circles, which we'll talk about at a different point, in terms of in a different point in a video in the future. But it's important to see where things are. You'll notice that it did leave the last tool in, and so when we run this project again, it's going to need to zero out. We need to zero out the Z again. So if we go back to our slow roll, we're going to zero out the Z. And the thing is, I don't have to look at the tool right now because I know that the tool, when I look at this, it's still going to be about 1 inch above the tool because we set that Z to a false 0. Alright, and you'll notice that I'm playing around and I can mess this up, and I'm doing this a little bit on purpose for our next video. Alright, we're going to take that Z, and if everything's right, we're going slow down. And we're going to get really, really close. So that's almost a -1 inch, which, if you're looking at this, that's about where that tool is. So the tool offset is correct. All right, so we're about right there. All right, 4/1000 of an inch isn't too bad. And what we're going to do is we're going to zero out the Z. Everything else can stay where it's at. Okay, so I've got everything there. Now it's just about running this program for real. So we're going to do that on the next video.